the evolution and revolution of us. Hi, I am your host, Sky Cheyenne, and welcome back once again to Rebuild Reality. And I'm just kind of off the cuff today. You know, I posted a couple of videos yesterday, about fear, and the other one, which was what you don't know about me, which is, of course, me just busting it out on my guitar, one of the songs that I wrote. And I just wanted to come on because, you know, I love it. Everyone started rocking the comment section on both of those videos. And I love that, because what is all of this about? Well, it's about community. This is the revolution of community, of us, of our consciousness. So, you know, so what happens when you wake up? Well, first of all, you know, after you finally get it, you start taking care of yourself, because you're like, oh, I've been doing, you know, you realize everything that you've been doing is to try to get other people to do what you want them to do. So all your effort is going out there on other people, on your job, on social media. You know, it's the whole song and dance thing, right? You know, or the push shove, whatever it takes to try and get what you want, you know, from the illusion, which we know how well that works. Not very well at all. So what happens when you wake up is that you begin to finally take care of yourself. And then after you start to take care of yourself, you're like, I'm ready to have some fun, you know? Yeah, let's bring it on. Let's have a good time. Because why else are we here? You know, I always used to say, man, if I just came to, you know, go to school, to, you know, get married, to get a job, to have 2.5 kids, and then retire and die, and that's it. I'm like, not that there's anything wrong with people wanting to do that, of course, you know, and everyone, you know, most people get into that because they're like, wow, what else am I supposed to do? This is like the program. This is what society says to do. This is what you're supposed to do to bring happiness, right? But then, of course, we find out that doesn't tend to really work so well. So instead of like being part of all this program, so this is what's breaking down. It's breaking down on a big level. That's why we've got all this, you know, all this stuff going on out there where, oh my God, everyone's freaked out. Everyone's like, what's this? What's that? What's happening? Because what happens is when you begin to wake up, you start to see what's wrong. Whereas before you didn't see anything as wrong. Like, yeah, we're just doing this. We're going blah, 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 blah. And you're in the program. And then you're like, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Why am I doing this? Or that sucks. Or this isn't working. And what are those people doing? Wait a minute. What's in my food? What am I being sprayed with? Who's controlling me? What? And suddenly you start to see opposites. Everywhere you begin to see all these opposites, and they become bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what's going on out there in the collective now. So before that was kind of like individuals. Now it's coming to the tipping point where now it's the collectives, like, you know, we're like lemmings running towards the cliff, right? And it's like, but everyone's like pushing it, you know, because of course the mind loves the negative. A mind loves the negative. It's like, oh, didn't you know? Didn't you know? You got to watch out. The mind is always like, watch out for this. Don't do that. And it's like, shut up. You know, it's like, let me go out and play. Let me have some fun in life instead. But this is what's going on. That's why we're seeing this out there, because consciousness is rising and you begin to see all these opposites. And it's by looking at them that you can finally begin to understand that that's you, that this is us, all of us. This is it, is everything that we see out there. So and as just in our personal manifestations, the only way to get what you want is when you change, because you realize that this is where it's coming from. This is where it's coming from, and it's showing up out there. So for me, this is not just about doing it on an individual basis, but on a collective basis. Because really, if there's no out there, we're just creating bad guys, aren't we? Well, if we're creating them, that means we can uncreate them too. And this is where community comes in. And certainly with the age of Aquarius, you know, if you want to be in that, which to me is just, it's another collective agreement, whatever, you know, astrology and all of this. Yeah, absolutely. It can be true, but you can go beyond that. So, but in this time, you know, this is what we're seeing. So this is what we're also going to be seeing, where we're all going to be changing. So what really matters to us? Well, of course, our individual happiness matters to us, but so do each other, the collective, man, because this stuff, it keeps us apart. And people need people. We're the most social creatures on the entire planet, because people need to know someone's got your back, that other people are there for you. Otherwise, if there's not another there, what is your experience as God? Because that's the whole idea of the illusion, is so that there is another to have fun with, another to go out dancing with, another to play with, another to, you know, sail to the ends of the earth with, another to hold, another to caress, another to love. And that's why we need each other. And to me, this is gonna be the revolution, and of course our evolution as a community, as a collective. And that's why being real, it's everything. It's another way of freeing yourself, where we don't have to do the song and dance anymore. It's the end of dog eat dog, you know, king of the mountain, winner takes all. It's the end of that, because we don't want to be against each other anymore. We want to be for each other. We want to help each other. We want to be there for each other and for ourselves too. Because if we're not there for ourselves first, well, what do we got to give? But in all of this, that's why I love us talking. That's why I love you guys rocking the comment section, because we're breaking it down. You know, at the end of the day, I don't want anything from you guys. I don't need to have something. I'm not here to sell you something. I'm not here to sell you a course. I'm not here to, you know, have you, you know, take coaching from me or any of those things. And there's not that there's anything wrong with any of that stuff. And I understand people have to make a living. And yeah, does it take a lot of time to do this stuff? Way more than you know. So I appreciate that people want to get paid for their efforts and need to. But I've always felt more like the NevilleGoddard kind of thing. And I think that's why people really respect him and believe him, because he didn't need to sell you anything. You know, sure, you could buy his little books if you wanted to. You paid like, what, $2 to go in to see him, but that was just to pay for the auditorium and stuff if you were going to one of his speeches. But otherwise, he didn't need to make money off of people. And I don't want to make money off of people. I'm not here to sell you anything or to try to get anything from you. I'm here because I give a damn, because I care, because I don't want people to have to experience the things that I want, you know, that I had to go through. I did, not that I wanted, but that I had to go through for myself. So if there's any way I can level things up for you guys, then I will. But creating a community, creating a place where, you know, at some point, maybe people like you and I can actually even get together. And what's better than getting together with people who understand what you understand? You know, that's what so many of us struggle with anyway, right? So I think that would be so freaking awesome, you know, for us to be able to play together and to have fun together. Because like I said, people need people, and we all need each other. So thank you guys for rocking my comment section. I'm sending you loads of love and blessings and all that good stuff and sparkles and all of it. So I've got my story, well, a part of my story, as much as I can fit into a video coming up, if you guys want to take a look at that. Otherwise, we're going to get more back into all the rest of it in our next videos coming up as well. And I'm going to see you guys here next time on Rebuild Reality.